Hello, good people. Today is June the 4th, 2019, and I have always been battling back and forth in my mind with should I start a YouTube channel? I mean, my kids got into YouTube a long time ago and they asked me could they start one. My worries about that was I didn't want to just have them recording things that will be out in the open, things that I might not want everybody to see or know, and also they're so young. I didn't really want them to get that type of exposure per se. However, it's always been something that's been in the back of my mind, and I've kind of been practicing on how I would do my YouTube channel or podcast, but I just always felt like God has used me as a vessel, and I've always felt like everyone who knows me knows that I love to talk. I'm a talker. I meet no strangers. So I've always felt like that was a gift that God gave me, that he called me because I'm not afraid to share my story. I'm not afraid to meet new people. I'm not afraid to open up to people and let them in my personal life and personal space. And the reason why I'm like that is because I once had no one to turn to, so I thought, until my relationship really grew with God and I understood that I wish people would have been as open with me as I am with others. Mind you, my mom and dad, we all had a great relationship. We had an open relationship, but I'm saying like in times where certain things you can't go to your parents about, you know? So I've always tried to be an open book because you never know what people are facing. You never know that your story might inspire someone to go forth or to trust or to not be afraid. So I'm here. And it's so crazy that I'm recording my first video on June the 4th, 2019, because I embarked upon a new journey last year, June 4th, 2018. And that was I started cosmetology school. Oh my God, I've always wanted to go to cosmetology school. My grandmother was a cosmetologist. I've always played kitchen tish, all my friends. So this was a desire that would not die in me. And I felt like if I did not at least attempt to go and try and see how far I could go and see the lengths that God could stretch me, being that I am a wife, I am a mother, I have a full-time job. I have kids in every age. I have a high schooler. I have one that's going to middle school. I have one that's still in elementary, and I have a preschooler. So I was like, Lord, how am I going to manage to juggle all of these? I actually thought about quitting my job and going back to my part-time job at Broad Street Cafe, because one thing about me, nothing is beneath me. I'm humble enough to know that you might have to go back. So don't ever burn bridges. You might have to go back, and you have to be humble enough to accept it and know that it's okay to have to go back. Because you never know that your story may be an inspiration for somebody who's at your back, One thing I can say, we were never meant to do life alone. We were always meant to do life with others. So there are people who are actually tied to your life that you cannot do life without. There are people who can't make it to their next level until they have that one interaction that they may need to have with you, until they build that relationship that they may need to have with you. God has people assigned to your life. So after all of that, I didn't have to quit my job. I said that I was going to go to CDC, but I was like, well, I just quit my job, go to school full time, get done in a year, and start cosmetology, become a licensed cosmetologist. And go ahead, my husband is a barber, get a shop and do this. God said, no, that's not what I told you. You're going to go to CDC. It's going to take you a little longer. You're going to keep your full-time job. You're going to keep everything that I have in line for you in line. You're not going to change the pace because you want to be done fast, or you want to get this accomplished in this amount of time. One thing I've learned, that I'm not on my time, I'm on God's time. One thing that I learned, that I'm always on assignment. I'm never not on assignment. So don't get it wrong. I'm not perfect. I get upset. I get offended. But one thing that people know about me, if you ran over my toes, I'm going to let you know you ran over all 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, however many toes you think I had. I'm going to let you know you ran over. But one thing that I am working on is self-control. Because I know that I carry a ministry. I know that I love pouring into people. I know that I love sharing my story. So I can't let my emotions, my lack of self-control, my temperament distort who God is for me to other people, you know. Because we live in a world now that people need to know that it's okay to have an open relationship with God, to let people know that, hey, I love God. I'm not perfect. I fall short, but I love him. He is my friend. So I try my best to control my temper, but I know I don't have the strength to do it, so I'm always praying about that. However, it's just amazing to me how everything comes in full circle. Like, who would have thunk that I will actually be trying to or have a desire to start a YouTube channel? I'm just going to trust God in it. I don't know where it's going to go, if it goes anywhere, but I have things I want to say. I have ways that I want to open my life up to others and pour into others and inspire others. Even if I don't inspire others, I just want people to know who I am. What's my purpose? My journey is not easy at all. Not at all. But I'm here now. And I'm going to tell you what, I had a lot of stuff that made me not want to start a YouTube channel. I was like, Lord, my face. I don't want people asking me, like, what happened to your skin? Why do you have those keloids? You